right, Geoff, Carson Wentz is taking over in Indy. Let's talk about T.Y. Hilton. Kind of a disappearing act last year, signed to a one-year deal now. He really needs to prove himself. Do we think he goes over or under 775 and a half receiving yards?
Yeah, again, I mean, this total is so low that it feels like a trap, but, I got to take the over here. I mean, T.Y. Hilton, even last year with Phillip Rivers, 15 games, like he hit the over on this, he barely scratched the under. It was 762 yards. So he was about 15 yards away from hitting the over in 15 games last year. But if you take away T.Y. Hilton's last two seasons, and he only played 10 games in 2019, he's hit the over on this total every single year. You add in a more like at least even a slight upgrade in Carson Wentz just in terms of the downfield passing. And then you also factor in that, T.Y. going to have an extra game this year. I just don't know how you can even really consider the under here. And lastly, I mean, T.Y. maybe he looked a little bit like didn't have quite the Jets, but he's going to be out there on the field for the Colts simply because who else are they going to throw the ball to? They have Michael Pittman. I love Michael Pittman. He's a great prospect. Paris Campbell's back. He's always hurt. We don't even know how they're going to use him. After those two guys, the wide receiver depth chart for the Colts, quite frankly, one of the weakest in the league. T.Y. Hilton is going to be on the field a ton for the Colts, and this yardage total is way too low considering we get Carson Wentz and the extra game this year.
Reid, what do you think? You going to agree with Geoff again?
Yeah, but I will say this, though, with T.Y., and this is the devil's advocate because we can't go for here, Jesse. We need some parity, is that he started off really, really slow. Like T.Y., a lot of people who drafted him either early or took a flyer in like the middle rounds and say, oh, my God, it's T.Y. Hilton. He's, one of the better receivers in our game. It started off really, really bad for T.Y. So if that's the case in Carson Wentz, and it takes some time. It took some time to build some chemistry with Phillip Rivers. If that's the same case, you're going to feel really, really shaky about this because we don't know exactly how this is going to shake out with Carson Wentz. He's going to be on a new team. Granted, he gets a full offseason, but the way he ended is why I agree with Geoff here in that those last handful of games with T.Y. Hilton, he looked like the old T.Y. Hilton, where finally he was getting balls down the field. Finally, we see what he can do. He's a guy that can easily put up 3 digits in a game in terms of yardage. And if that's the case with that extra game, like Geoff was mentioning, I think this is too low for T.Y. But again, having said that, if he starts off slow again, I will be scared if I have any money on T.Y. Hilton future props here.